Okay, Matt, well, it is time to get going on your 6306. So, first thing we have to do is tear down the movement, take everything apart, do your jeweling, get your case cleaned up, and get you back together. Really nice, clean movement. 21. 21 jewels spelled out explicitly. Nice tight screws, that's good to see. That's factory tight. That's what I like to call that. Got some lubrication here. It's interesting. Okay, here are your diafix settings. No lubrication there. The remnants of lubrication, but nothing actually on your cap jewel. Which is, I think, expected at this point. It's a nice fully jeweled chain bridge, which is always cool to see. Okay, let's go ahead and take things out. Nice and dry and clean, no corrosion. Very nice. Okay. There we go. Set your case aside. Look at that. So nice. So nice. Yeah, that's good. Perfect spot. Okay. Second hand. Minute hand. Okay, hands look great. Let's put those over here. Okay, so now comes the fun part. We get to do our dial investigation. Ooh, that's tight. Nice tight screws here. Okay, good, good, good. Let's see what we got here on the back. There we go. Okay, 9-4. And on your case back, 9-5. There we go. We're a month. That is exactly as we like to see it. Perfect. Okay. Put that aside. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Good. Good deal. All right, let's go ahead and focus on your train side for a minute. Okay. Perfect. Let's get this off. Take your ratchet wheel off. Some of your S2 has leaked out, which is typical. Not unexpected, I guess I should say. Yeah, you can see it here. S2 is lubricant that they used in the barrels as a molybdenum component. Here's your fourth wheel and your third wheel. And your escape wheel. Here is your super cool 6306 hacking lever. One of my favorite hacking levers. Ooh, it's a little tight. Yeah, that has done some work there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Center wheel cock. And your center wheel. Okay. Let's get your calendar side torn down. Let's go to my handy dandy plastic movement holder. Okay, so now get that back into focus a little bit. Take your C-clip off. Your unidirectional chamfered C-clip. Come on. chamfered. There's your day wheel. It goes in a safe spot. Okay. So now your retaining plates have to come off. One screw on this side. And 3 screws on this side. 1, 2, 3. Come back. Don't run away. Alrighty. There's your date disc or date wheel. Okay. All looks really nice under here. Okay. Your die shock. Intermediate wheel. Wheel. Just take off your cannon pinion. There it goes. And center wheel. Okay, just a few more pieces here. 2 more screws. Come on. Okay, there we go. Your yoke. Setting lever. Pin. And there we go. Okay, that is the full disassembly of your 6306. I'm going to go ahead and put an arbor port jewel here and one in your train bridge, upping your jewel count 2 more, and we'll be back with clean parts. All right, Matt, well, we're ready to go. Everything is out of the cleaner. All of my checks and preps have been taken care of. Had to do a couple little things. You have, it's always a bit of a mystery to me why the center components of these movements can shift around a little bit, but we needed to adjust your center wheel jewel on your train bridge here. But I just want to point out you've got your new jewels. You've got a lower and upper mainspring arbor port jewel. Super proud of those. Those are in collaboration with our friend Mr. Klein. So We're offering those at some point, I think, generally to everyone, except our customers get them first. So you are the recipient of beautifully American-made, high-quality, custom Arbor jewels. No one else has these. These in particular. There are others out there, but they are, to me, of lesser quality. Because I know the guy that made these, and he is awesome. All right. Go and put your escape wheel on. Let me take a quick look at your escape wheel first, just to be sure. Just to be sure. I always like second and third looks on these things. Make sure there's nothing in the way of smooth operation. Dust and debris can sometimes waft in and do its worst. We're not in a clean room, so that can happen. All right. Be nice to work in a Class 1000 clean room, but then I'd have to wear Class 1000 clean wear bunny suit, and I'm not going to do that day to day. I've already done that. That's not fun. It's annoying and hot. All right, but that's another story. There's your hacking lever. Beautiful 6306 hacking levers. And your third wheel. And your fourth wheel. In place and ready to go. All right, let's put your balance in. I'm sorry, not your balance. Your barrel. Starts with a B. Let me make sure we've added adequate lubrication here. There we go. Perfect fit. Perfect fit. All right, now with these movements, we have to put in your click spring prior to the bridge. Going in. Goes just like so. Now your pre-lubricated die fix settings will go here. So yeah, there, your center wheel jewel was pushed up by a slight margin, which meant we had to do a little work to get it back in its proper state. Never quite clear why to me, why that happens. But there we go. Okay. Screw number one. Very nice. Screw number two. Come on. Yep. There we go. Okay. That's what we're looking for. What's cool is I have this exact same movement in my tuna, which is supposed to have a quartz. But I have modded it internally, so now it is a hacking and fully automatic mechanical movement. All right, let's get flipped back over and put some things on the other side. There we go. Okay, first thing is die shock setting. So that's for your balance. And it gets a little spring here. Stopping shocks from impacting your balance. Okay, and now for your cannon pinion. Takes a little bit of lubrication for the cannon pinion to make sure that it's slipping as it should, but not too much. It's a friction fit that needs lubrication. Okay. All right. Now we need to lubricate your jewels here. Oops. No. No extra lube on the bridge or on the main plate. Make sure our lubrication goes exactly where it should. Okay, great. Okay. All right, now we have to get your pallet fork in. Okay, so pallet fork is in and flicking, which is good. We don't want any binding or misalignment because that pivot could very easily snap. One thing I haven't mentioned yet, now that I'm actually doing something to it, I've replaced your mainspring. Here's yours. This shape, if it's not really well turned in on itself, I'm a bit concerned. And plus yours is also cupped. So cupping is bad. It means friction and loss and so for the sense of, you know, just being correct, we need to replace that mainspring, and the new one is now in your barrel and ready to go. So I'm happy about that. You'll get yours back so you can have a look at it. All right, next stop is your balance, which is looking good. Let's go ahead and get that put in, and we can see the fruits of our labor. Okay, maybe not so much fruit. There we go. The fruit has come. All right. Looking vigorous. That's always good. And we'll put your other pre-lubricated die shock and its spring. And we will check our work. Come on. Now, come on. It's always one of those tasks that never gets easier. You never, I mean, you learn how to do it well, but there's always the opportunity for catastrophe. It can always go south on you. But it has not this time. Okay, looking good. Let's go ahead and put it on the time grapher and see how we're doing. Be right back. Okay, well, looking pretty good so far. Yeah, we just got started here, so let's get some adjustments in place. Wow, this is one of those ones that wants to run well, and that's great. So let's see if we get the right direction on the first shot. Come on. Oh, my goodness, went too far. That's not the way you want to do that. All right, let's come back. Sometimes these can be very stiff. They have this stiction about them that, you know, is a real pain. Okay, so that looks good. Let's keep going. Can we get close? Yeah, I think we can. Wow. All right, that's fun. Good numbers. Good numbers out of the gate. Kind of expected that with this movement, but wow, that's nice. That's nice to see. All right, let's let that settle down for a second and see where we are. Okay. Good. Oh, maybe a little too much. Yeah, still a little bit. How about now? No. Too far. Too far. The amount I'm actually moving this is so incrementally small that it's hard to even describe how small. Oh my gosh, that was large though. Come on. This is so tough. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about where we want it for that. Okay, so we're gaining a bit of time, so let's now dial that back just a hair. How'd that go? Okay. Oh, it's such small motions. And it's so stiff. So it makes it really jumpy. But I think we've prevailed, at least to first order. That looks pretty good. Yeah, maybe a little much. Let's bring it back some. Are you going to stay there? Yeah, that looks good. All right, let's watch those numbers a bit. Now that it's going to settle down. See if we get back to the 230s fairly easily. It's always good to see the response. Yes. Perfect. This one is happy. Okay, we're gonna let these lubricants move their way around, get everything straightened out and happy. But yeah, not uncommon for a 6306 to be this good. They're just really robust. All right, well, let's let this do its thing, and we'll be back. All right, well, I think we're at break-in, so pretty darn good. You know, it's running extremely well. I'm ready to start putting the rest together. We're almost done. This is spectacular. Nearing 250. I'd say, well, exceeding 250. I'd say we've gotten there. Okay, time to finish it up. Okay, Matt. Well, last few pieces to go on here. We've got some of the calendar works to put together. Everything is just running great, so it's time to button everything up and get it finished. Okay, let's get your intermediary wheel installed here. I can get it out of the container. There we go. No, now come on. There we go. Locked in place. All right. That's good. Good. Okay. Cool. Now, get your corrector here. Right. That requires a bit of lubrication. Make sure it can do its job of clicking over on the date change. There we go. Good. That's one. Two. Three. Okay, now your second plate. I like these because they have a nice big hole so you can see the jewel. It's going to get covered up anyway, but for now you can still see the jewel. Okay, here we go. Let's put your day wheel back on. Day disc, however you want to call it. Circular thing that tells you what the day is. All right, C-clip comes next. Perfect. There we go. Excellent. Let's get everything checked before we move on. Good. Good. Excellent. Tuesday the 26th. All right. Very cool. Now, next stop is dial and hands, and we will be one step closer. Okay, Matt. Well, we have reached the end. We are ready to get you finalized and back together. One last set of pieces to put on, and we will be ready to go. The penultimate screw. Okay. And now for your winding weight. The last piece of the puzzle. No extra screws left over, which is always good. Kidding, of course. Okay. And with that, we have finished the service of your fantastic 6306 7001. Really happy with the way this one came out. Got your new case back seal ready to go. One last look at your sealing surface here. Make sure it's all clean and ready. Okay, good. And there it goes. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at what we have done. There it is. Wow. All right. Finished and ready to go. All right, so let's review. Let's go over a few things. Of course, give me 1 second, got a little smudge here. Okay, great. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. All right, let's review. So, service on the movement, of course, we just saw that happen. We've got 2 new jewels. Everything is running just spectacularly. Let's go ahead and let it run. You have a brand new seal in your crown and fully rebuilt and ready to go. New seal in your bezel. What I will point out is that, like many of these, your click ball, although working perfectly, giving you good clicks, is no longer captured by your case. It just is one of those things with these watches, these turtles, and even the Willards. Sometimes the ball can come unloose. They've cinched the case around the ball, but that opening can be variable. It can open back up. Just if you ever have somebody take the bezel back off, make sure they watch for that click ball, because it'll go boop and pop out. It's tiny, and it will disappear forever. everything functions exactly as it should. Your hands are perfectly aligned. Go over the day and date here. We can do one more time. Let's go around. Let's make that happen. So we should get to 29. Good. And Friday. All right, let's line those hands up. We can go to your quick date change. So 30 all the way around, and of course your beautiful kanji day wheel. New seal on the back. No polishing or any silliness with your case because it's perfect the way it is. I just cleaned it and took everything apart, put it back together with just some cleaning under your bezel and whatnot. But everything's intact. You have a new mainspring. Here's your old one. This will come back to you. Your parts to be returned are fairly basic. The old seals, there's your bushing for your upper mainspring arbor port, and your seals, dried and old and flat, and not doing their job anymore. So new seals everywhere. Yep. New seal for your crown. There's your old crystal, and of course your bushing. And you'll get these back with your watch. I think it's just a stunner, and I'm really happy with the performance and the way it's come out. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you again for trusting me with it. And to all those out there, thank you for watching, and I hope you have safe rest of the summer. Thanks again.